Hi, this is just a quick tutorial on how to use Google Docs, which is now known as Google Drive, so I'll refer to it as Google Drive from now on. It's a small set of apps that basically will do pretty similar job to what you would find in like a Microsoft Office. So we'll go ahead and dive into that right now. It's all web-based, so I'm going to open up my web browser of choice here, Google Chrome, but you can use any browser that you like to open it up. Now it all starts with your Google account, so you're going to need to log into your Google account, your Gmail, and you'll notice on the Google page here that you have a couple of different options. Drive is one of them, so we'll go ahead and click that. Okay, so this is the overview page, and everything starts with the red Create button. This is where you can decide what kind of document that you like to create. Document is very much like the Microsoft Word and other similar word processors. Presentation, a lot like PowerPoint. Spreadsheet, very similar to Excel. And form and drawing, kind of their own thing and pretty self-explanatory. So we'll go ahead and make a document here, just to kind of show you what you're dealing with. Now you see the tools up top are very similar to what you would find in any other word processor. So we won't get into any of that. One cool feature about this is that it pretty much auto-saves for you every few seconds. So we'll go ahead and type some stuff here, and you see that it says saving right here. All changes saved drive. So already, just what I typed in is saved. So you don't have to really worry about losing a lot of what you're typing, or if you're working on a big involved spreadsheet, it's going to kind of have your back as far as the saves go. So if you'd like to save this, say we're done with this document and we just want to save it and move on. See how it says Untitled Document up here? You can just click that and you can change the name. So we'll just call this Example Doc and then click OK. Now it's called Example Doc. Alright, so now that we're done with this document here, we'll just kind of close it out, and you can see that each new document that you make opens up a new tab in your browser. And see this browser, this little tab here shows the overview, and it does have Example Doc. Even though we're still working on it, it already populated your little bucket of documents here with the new one. So we'll just close this out. All right, now let's just say you're done with that. You want to make an Excel file or a spreadsheet. I'm going to click the Create button again, click on Spreadsheet. And again, it opens up a new tab, but now this time you have a spreadsheet right in front of you. Again, very similar kind of functionality that you would expect out of any kind of spreadsheet that maybe you've dealt with before. And the same, you get a consistent sort of UI here. You can kind of change the name. We'll call this Example Sheet. Click on OK. And you see that it's saved as well. Okay, so close that one there. Now you see that we have both our doc and our sheet sitting here ready for us to work with. Now, let's just say that you did this sheet here, you put together some really advanced Excel sheet, and you want to share it with some people. The sharing is very good. All of these, it's important to note, all of these documents are stored on the web. They're stored in the cloud securely, and so they're not on your actual computer. You can access them from anywhere you have internet access and a web browser. All right, so sharing. Let's just go ahead and right click this example sheet here, and now you see you have a little context menu, and some of these other things are more advanced features or other things that really aren't applicable to what we're looking at, so we won't get into that. But you see that'll pop out, shows up, and you see share ... That's what we want, so click on that. Now you'll see at the very top you have a link to share, and that's what you can copy and paste if you just want to do it manually, and say you're IMing somebody on Google Talk or MSN Messenger or something along those lines, then you can just share that link and the person could instantly go and take a look at what you're working on. Another way to do it is you have to change who has access. Now this is you, and this is the kind of access that you can have. So this is private currently. You can change that by clicking this link. You have three different options. Two of them public and one's private. Top one is the completely open, public on the web. Anyone on the internet can find and access the file. So they don't even have to sign into Google Docs or their Google account in order to see this and modify it or do whatever with it. So that's one option. Next one is a little more secure. It's not searchable, but anybody with a link can take a look at this file, and based on the permissions, which I'll show you in a minute, can manipulate it, read it, etc. Private people are required to actually log in, and only people who you specifically share this file with can actually open it up and do whatever the permissions will grant them. All right, so we'll just leave this as private for now. Click on save. Okay, so permissions. This invite people portion here, if you click on this dialog where it says enter names, email addresses, or groups, now this is where you can decide if you want to have them edit it, if they can view it. So this, and the way you do that is you click on this little drop down that says can edit. All right, so you can go can edit, can comment, or can view. So if you don't want anybody to mess with your document, but you want to allow them to kind of mark it up a little bit, give you notes, whatever the case may be, you can click on can comment. If you don't want them to touch it at all, you don't want anything to be done other than viewed, you can just click can view. Or if you're collaborating and say you've got a team of 20 and all of them want to be able to manipulate this thing at any time, you can do can edit. And so in here, that's where you can add people from your contact list within Google. It'll start to auto-populate when you type, or you can just copy and paste email addresses that aren't in your contact list. That works just fine too. All right, so once you've figured out how you want to set all this up, then you'd click share and save, and it's got a checkbox, notify people via email. So anybody who you put into this little dialog box here, they will then get an email notification that says, hey, so has shared this document with you, go ahead and take a look, and it's got a link in the email. So it's all very easy, and the collaboration is really cool. So right now we'll just cancel that out, click done. And yeah, that's about it. Now, if you want to get rid of documents, you can, checkbox them like this here. You see these little things, you can make a new folder and put it in the folder so you can organize your documents however you wish. You can use this share button up here instead of right-clicking if that's, preferable. You can move it to an existing folder if you like. You can trash it, or you can preview it. See, that just popped something out, and it should show you the sheet, which is blank at this point. So, it's not something that's really going to be good. All right. So that's about it. This does have some advanced features. You can, email documents as an attachment if you want, which is kind of cool. But we won't get into a lot of that since this is just a very basic overview for people who, have never heard of Google Docs, aka Google Drive, or maybe have heard of Google Drive, but are curious about it and aren't too keen on continuing with the Office stuff. Maybe you want the collaborative features. Maybe you want to have your documents accessible wherever, whatever the case may be. This is just a basic overview, and I hope that I was able to shed light on it a little bit for you. So if you have any questions, if you're part of the Listen to Your Freedom program, you can email us at service@listentoyourfreedom.com. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.